Unit 4. Change. Recording 4.1.
You've introduced some major business changes at Sainsbury's. Why was it necessary to change?
Well, in the year 2000, we had a new chief executive join the company. Peter Davies joined a company that had been very, very successful in the past, but had become rather complacent and had lost its business lead over its competitors. Peter analysed the situation and realised that we needed some major investments, firstly in our supply chain, that's our depots and logistics infrastructure. Secondly, in upgrading our stores, which were beginning to look very old and tired. And thirdly, we needed to support the business in developing some new capabilities for which we needed a very large investment in new IT systems. In fact, replacing all our IT systems over a period of 4 years. We reviewed the capabilities we had in our own IT team and realised we needed much greater depth and breadth of skills, and we needed to inject some world-leading best practice, and therefore decided to use a third party.
And what has happened since you introduced these changes?
Well, we haven't completely finished yet. I think it's fair to say we're 80 to 90% through the IT system change, but we still have a long way to go in changing all our business processes and all our ways of working and driving out the maximum benefits. We have already seen some major changes in attitudes as people see the barriers eliminated. In the past, the IT systems stopped people improving the way they did things. Now those barriers have been eliminated, and you find that many people feel released and able to embrace new ways of doing things. For some people that's more difficult. But we have already delivered over £700 million in measurable benefits.
Recording 4.2.
And which was the most successful change and why?
The whole programme has been very, very successful. The things that have been easier have been those where the change was limited to one division or one function. But the one initiative that I'm proudest of, probably, is the change in all our point of sale systems, and that's the tills at the front of the stores. We have about 500 stores, each of which have up to 50 sales tills. And we embarked on a programme to replace all those tills, their associated cabling, system software and infrastructure in a very short time period. And a lot of people said we couldn't do it. In fact, we changed those tills at a rate of 22 stores per week. And that involved replacing the hardware and the software and the technical environments for 14,000 sales tills. We had to retrain 100,000 people, and it involved the installation of 500 tons of equipment. That change happened very rapidly and for every store we made the change overnight, and we didn't have to delay the opening of any store on any day. That was a huge commitment and a huge achievement on the part of a very large number of people.
And what advice would you give to businesses planning change?
I think it would be to plan very carefully, and especially if there's a lot of computer system change, to recognise that the computer system change is a tiny piece of what's required. That there are 3 pieces you need to focus on. One has to do with people, their attitudes, the culture, and how they're rewarded. Another has to do with the business processes, how they have to change. And the third leg is the computer systems. It's important to focus on all three and plan very carefully. And I've heard someone from computer company HP say that in their change program, they put 4 times the amount of effort into the new way of working than the old, because by their very nature, people and companies will revert to the old ways of working if you don't put a quite disproportionate amount of effort into doing things the new way.
Recording 4.3.
Can we move on to the next point? The open plan office. Nancy, would you like to begin?
I like the idea. It's good for communication. People see each other at the office. It's good for team spirit too. There's more interaction between people, and people work harder when they're on display.
I'm not sure I agree with you there. With open plan offices, there's a problem of privacy.
OK, Max, thanks. Stefan, what do you think?
I agree with Max about privacy. What if you want to have a private conversation or make a private phone call?
Well, I suggest we use meeting rooms for private conversations or calls.
Meeting rooms? Yes, that's true. I suppose
Could I
you
just say something? I don't think it works.
Let Stefan finish, please, Max.
Well, I'm not happy about it. I don't think we should have a vote about it now. I mean, I think we need a report or an extra survey done about this.
How do you mean, an extra survey? Are you saying we need to bring in a consultant?
No, I was thinking of someone inside the company.
OK. I think a report is probably better. I propose that someone prepares a report on the open plan idea by, say, the end of the month? Is everyone agreed?
Yes, fine.
Right.
Right. Can we move on to the next item on the agenda? Hot desking. Max.
Frankly, I was shocked to see the proposal about hot desking. I don't think it's a good idea at all. It will upset people, and it just won't work.
OK. How do you feel about it, Nancy?
I'm pretty sure hot desking won't work unless we have an open plan office. I don't think hot desking works in closed offices.
Sorry, I don't follow you, Nancy. What exactly are you saying?
What I mean is, we could change to an open plan system, but I'm against introducing hot desking now. It's not good to change everything too quickly. Staff need time to get used to changes.
Recording 4.4.
I imagine you'll be making some changes, Mr. Whitman, now that you're in charge at Metro.
Yes, there will certainly be some changes. There always are when you acquire another company. Metro is a fine company. That's why we bought it. It has a skilled workforce and excellent products. We think we can help Metro to become more dynamic and efficient. We want it to compete successfully in European markets, where there are big opportunities for us.
You say more efficient. Does that mean reorganization? Job losses? I believe that the staff at Metro are worried about this.
It's too early to say, but there could be some staff cutbacks in the short term. We shall see. Our plan is to expand the company and create as many job opportunities as possible.
What about the factories? Some people say you're thinking of relocating some of the factories and selling off some of the land you've acquired.
I don't want to comment on that. Our aim is to build Metro and make it a strong company at the leading edge of technology, with an image for quality, reliability, and good service.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Whitman. I wish you the best of luck in your new position.